Welcome to the third video in this training series. In the last few videos, we covered some huge points. In the first video, you learned about the massive opportunity that exists with Amazon FBA, Fulfillment by Amazon, and how you can build a 10K per month business using their database of 183 million customers. In the second video, you learned our exact tried and tested formula for finding hot selling product opportunities that can get you 10K per month or more on Amazon. And in this last training video, you're going to learn how to get a bestseller on Amazon, and you'll discover the sneaky techniques we used to get a bestseller in just 24 hours. And at the end, we'll share with you an opportunity if you want to take some further training. However, we don't want you to invest. Let me say that again. We don't want you to invest unless we make good on the promise to show you how to get a bestseller rank with a single sneaky marketing trick. However, if we do show you how to get a bestseller rank easily, then you should feel obligated to take advantage of our time-limited special opportunity. Does that sound fair? Great. Now, let me tell you a little story. There is a distant land that exists across the horizon, a land of bestsellers. Most sellers on Amazon will never even see this. This is where the top sellers on Amazon hang out. Bestsellers get to enjoy massive sales, free Amazon promotions, extremely high rankings, and instant higher conversions. And we're going to tell you how to get there. We actually went for over a year without getting a bestseller, even though we probably could have if we'd have used this technique. We just didn't know about it. We were completely clueless. But we always knew it was the holy grail of Amazon selling. And after all our mistakes and troubles growing this business, as you've heard, it was about time we discovered something that would change the game for us. And we did. Here is how you can get a bestseller on Amazon in just 24 hours. So listen up. The secret lies in Amazon's categories and the way Amazon awards a bestseller ranking. First, let's talk about Amazon categories. Now, this is really big, so listen up. Take notes if you need to. Amazon have multiple various categories for each type of product, and you can essentially choose whichever category you like. For example, if you sell a hat, you could sell it in the sports cap category, which also sells in the headgear category, which also sells in the fashion wear category. So you get the picture. One product, multiple potential categories. Now, the trick is that different categories have different levels of competition, and some categories will reward you with a bestseller much faster than others. This is why you sometimes see several products in the Amazon listing, each with their own bestseller badge. You can't have multiple bestsellers. It's because they're all listed in different categories. So in order to give yourself a massive boost, you simply switch to a less competitive category. It's easy. This is the trick. It's an incredible trick, right? So now you're listed in an easier category, but it's still completely relevant to your product, so it still works. Now you can apply the next step of this process, the product sale boost. This is where you drop your price just to below break even. Sorry, just to above break even or just below break even, so you're still making a little bit of profit. This boosts your sales dramatically for your product in your new category because you're cheaper than everyone else. You can then combine Amazon, Facebook, and Google ads all at once, which we'll show you in great detail in our full training. This sends a quick wave of sales to your product. So what does this do? Amazon's algorithm then sees that a new product in this category is getting more sales than any other product and instantly rewards you with a bestseller badge. This can happen within 24 hours. This is the trick. So the bestseller badge starts a snowball effect. Your conversions start to increase, your traffic increases, and naturally you sell more than anyone else in that category. This causes you to rise in other categories and for many keywords, and then you can start to charge any price you like now that you have the bestseller product and you have the best product. Again, we rarely teach this technique, and until now, it was just a part of our private coaching. We've never shared it, even in the live classes we've run, or the thousands of previous students we've had. We've literally never ever shared this technique, and we've only shared it with our high-paying training students and coaching clients. However, we know that many of you want to build a business like this, to get a bestseller on Amazon and enjoy all the benefits we've been talking about. So that's why we shared this incredible tactic, and we have an opportunity for you now to join our training, our further ASON U2 training, if this is something you want to start. But more on that in a minute, because the tactic isn't going to be all you learn today. Some people find it trouble and find it hard to create a listing. So as an extra bonus piece of content today, we'll tell you the exact 5 steps to create a winning listing. Think for a second why this is so important. If your competitor has better conversions than you because they have a better listing, then he could get less visitors but more sales. And then finally, they will take over your spot as the bestseller. So if you want to get the highest conversions on Amazon and stay in the bestseller position, then you have to follow these 5 winning listing techniques. So let's just dive right into it, giving you more content in this video. The first element of a winning listing is pro photos. The first element is amazing looking photos. You must adhere to Amazon's regulations, of course, and then use the rules to the right to create incredible shots. So here are the 5 rules. Use all 9 image spaces. Number 2, use the max image size, which is 1000 by 1000 pixels. Number 3, use depth of field so your product looks like it's alive. 4, show the product in action. And 5, show off your product features. So let's give you some examples of this. On the left, you can see the main photo has a lot of depth. You can see the product being used, and there's lots of features being displayed. Now, the same exact product on the right, it has no depth, it's just a flat photo. The product is not being used at all, it's just plain boring shots, and the features are not being displayed at all. So again, that doesn't convert. So you can see the difference there. One is really high converting, and they would likely keep the bestseller spot if they get it. Let's look at another example. On the left, the main photo has a ton of depth. You can see that there's a warranty badge even, and they've got a free ebook with the product. There's just a ton of value. And on the right hand side, you can see the main photo is just a flat, boring picture with no depth. It's all bland and boring, and there are no features displayed. So you can see with real examples here what a good product photos are and what bad product photos are. In the next example and the last example of product photos, you can see on the left, the main product photo has depth. You can see it's shot at an angle. You can see the product being used in the photo, and there's lots of color in the images. On the right, the photo has no depth, the product's not being used, and it's a boring flat image. So this is how you create amazing photos, just following this template. Let's look at the next element, sexy titles. That's the next winning part of your listing. So there are 2 elements to a really sexy title. It has to look good for people, and it has to look good for Amazon search engines. It can't be one or the other. It has to be both. So for people, you've got to have your brand and your hook. Your brand is the name you call yourself, and the hook is what makes you unique. This is your unique selling point. And for search engines, you've got to have all the keywords and the words and phrases related to your product. So I won't just leave you with that. I will actually give you a title formula that you can use right now to make better titles for your products. So here's the title formula. You got your brand plus your hook plus your keywords. That's what equals a winning title. So on the right, you can see Acme dog whistle number 210 black. Very bland, very boring, no branding, or maybe a little bit of branding with the Acme. No hook, very little keywords, very boring. On the left, you have the rough dog whistle to stop barking and train dogs safely and fast. There you got your hook, you got a benefit. You got keywords in there, best, new and improved, anti-loss version, adjustable pet trimming, obedience, and you've got all those keywords in there. You've got the brand at the beginning, you've got a good hook. That's how you create an award-winning title. Number 3 part of winning listing is super bullet points. So what are the components of having amazing bullet points for your listing? First, and there's 5 steps. So the first one is a main hook. This is your number 1 product benefit or unique selling point. For example, the most effective dog training whistle. That is a hook. The next thing is a story element. You have to tell a story about your customer using your product. For example, you can say, imagine your little puppy sitting up straight and obeying your every command. You're turning it into a story, you're telling them to imagine it. The next thing is you want to talk about features. You have to mention the features of the product. For example, this whistle is easy to store away and comes with a special pouch. Simple, it's features, you've got to include those. Benefits, that's number 4. You've got to include benefits, and this is the result that your customer will get after using your product or feature. So for example, with the previous feature of the special pouch, you can say, with the special pouch, you can have easy access to the whistle at any time. So that's the benefit, easy access. And finally, number 5, the keywords. You've got to put your keywords in there to make Amazon's algorithm happy. So the keyword that you previously researched, which we show you in great depth in the course, how to research keywords, for example, dog whistle, dog trainer, and stop barking. So you have to use those in your bullets as well. So now let's talk about creating and crafting perfect bullets. I'm going to give you bullet formulas, 3 bullet formulas using the elements on the last page so you can create bullets right away. Here's the first formula. You've got a main hook plus a benefit plus a guarantee. For example, you say this is the most effective dog training whistle. That's your hook. To stop your dog barking immediately. That's the benefit. And it's backed by our no hassle, 100% money back guarantee. There's your guarantee. So that's one bullet formula. The next bullet formula is feature plus story plus benefit. I love this one. For example, you say small and compact in size. That's your feature. So you can hide it away in any pocket. That's the story, telling them a story about what they're going to do, and have easy access to it at any time. That's benefit. So that's a great formula. I love using that one. Here is a formula. That's a formula for bullets 2 to 4. So you have 5 bullets in total. The 5th bullet formula, I like to use a heavy, strong guarantee. For example, 100% money back guarantee and lifetime warranty. If you don't absolutely love the dog trainer, whistle, or whatever, the keyword, just return it and we will turn every penny. Guaranteed to work or your money back. So those are some formulas that you can use right away to create an award-winning listing and keep your bestseller rank. So let's look at number 4, the 4th element of a winning listing, and that is having best-selling descriptions. So I'm going to give you 5 amazing tips for creating best-selling descriptions. A best-selling description must, 1, it must assume the sale. Use wording like when you purchase today, or after purchasing, or when you pick this up today, blah, 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 blah. You will have XX benefit, right? So you're assuming they're already going to buy. Number 2, describe your bullets in a bit more detail. This just gives a bit more content to use in your description. So turn the short feature and benefit details in the bullets and turn them into longer form paragraphs with a bit more story. Number 3, elaborate on the story. The bullets just touched upon the story, but you can go into a little bit more detail now in the description. Number 4, use deep emotional benefits. Connect positive emotions to the benefits. What will the benefit make your customer feel? Joy, relaxed, stress-free, excited, or some other emotion entirely? You've got to figure that out, put that into your descriptions. And finally, include a call to action. Tell the customer to click the orange button above to order yours today, and throw in a benefit as well, so you can start enjoying benefit today, like enjoying a calm dog or a great whistle or something like that. So that's part 4 of winning listing. Now let's look at the 5th and last element of a winning listing, and that is something we like to call promotion stacking. This is also something we only tell people in our high level coaching students and in our high cost training programs. So it's amazing that you're getting this today. So promotion stacking, which grabs your attention more? This with just a few offers, a few promotions, or this, lower down with all of the promotions stacked together. The second example is where you use a promotion stack. This is where you set up several promotions at the same time and show them on the page. We show you in great detail in the course how to start promotions. This results in a promotion stack. Lots of promotions stacked on top of each other, which grabs the attention, increases sales and conversion rates, and gives a great offer to your customers. You can say things like buy 2 and get 10% off. Buy 3 and get 15% off. These are just some of the ways we get the highest conversions on Amazon and stay in the bestseller position. So think about this. Imagine if you're able to use these techniques, and what would you be able to do with an Amazon business if you were able to use these techniques and get in more depth, step-by-step training on how to do this? How would you actually be able to build this business? Would it be a lot easier? I think it would be much, much easier. Now, today we've given you a ton of content, and if you're still watching, then you know as well as we do that you want to build this business. Nobody watches this far into content without wanting to actually build this business. And we really want to show you more, to train you personally even, to take you by the hand and step by step show you and help you building this business and putting into action what you've been learning. So we want to share with you now your opportunity to join the Azon University 2.0 program. Azon U2 is an 8-week online course, and it will sell for £997 after the launch week. But today, as promised, we have a special offer for you. You can get it at half price by purchasing it during this launch at just £497. In A's on You 2, we have 8 in-depth modules in total that guide you step by step through every element of this business. There is an entire module on product research, an entire module on marketing, an entire module on handling suppliers, an entire module on using Amazon's admin area, and exactly how to make profitable product listings, and so much more. I couldn't even mention it all in this entire video if it was an hour long. So I want you to imagine for a moment a scenario. You're at your first day of high school. You're bright-eyed and you're eager. You walk into your first class ready to soak up knowledge. In comes your teacher. He walks up to you, drops a big, thick textbook on your desk, and says, there you go, I'll be back at the end of the year to give you your test. This happens in your next class, and every class after that. The teacher walks in, drops the textbook on your desk, and boom, you don't see them again for a few months until they give you your final test. Imagine if this happened to you in high school. How well do you think you would actually have done? My guess is most of you would still be trying to finish high school. Well, that's exactly what happens when you buy an information product. You get all the information dropped on you at once, which is what we're promising you now, and then you never hear from the information provider again. Wait, I take that back. You do hear from them again when they want to sell you another giant course. So no wonder you have trouble succeeding. Now, don't get me wrong, standalone products are okay and they have their place. That place is for people who can't afford any better. And if that's you, then you have to do everything you can to get yourself out of that position. However, if you're someone who is serious about your future and serious enough to invest in the right tools that will help you achieve your goals, then we have something that will succeed for you where others fail. Something more than just an information product. This is why you're going to get our one-to-one personal email coaching. So you get access to a special email which you can email us on. So if you have any questions at any time, we are here to help you. No email gets left unanswered ever. And in fact, we give an incredible amount of detail and help and guidance and motivation and support in every email response we give. Along with the incredible support, you also get the most in-depth training you've ever seen. You'll learn things like exactly how to get photographs that perfectly complement your product and make you stand out. You'll learn the exact steps to market your product so it sells on autopilot. You'll get our exact template for every stage of the business so you don't need to create anything yourself. And from there, you'll have access to all the live classes, get all the new content, get the upgraded private Facebook mastermind group where you can ask questions from us or any other students at any time, and share your successes as we grow together. So, if you think we delivered on our promise today and gave you tons of value, and you want to be a part of this community so you can build this business, then you can enroll in A's on You today. The link for you to enroll is below. Now remember, we made this really for ourselves. It's to systemize our business so we have the entire process that we can copy over and over again. If you want to join us and build a business of your own, then you can enroll now and start right away. Since we made a ton of mistakes, as you already learned from video 1, you know this is tried and tested. We tell you everything that works and we reveal what doesn't work so you can avoid those mistakes. And by knowing what to do and what not to do, we have built a system that sells products for us on autopilot. It's what allows us to travel and earn money at the same time. That is huge. Traveling while earning money, it's huge. In fact, next week we're going to travel again, and it's all due to this business. We both love snowboarding so much, and we're taking a road trip to Switzerland to the largest resort that exists there, and we're going to enjoy weeks of snowboarding and driving around the Alps, and it's all possible because of Amazon. So whether or not you say yes to this wonderful opportunity, we're going to sleep well tonight. The fact is, our lives are great. We enjoy driving and flying to new countries, taking road trips, spending day trips with the family, all while the business makes money in the background. So we'll sleep pretty well tonight. But will you? Will you be able to sleep tonight knowing that you could have done something to change your future? To change what you're currently getting into something more? So to take a step closer to owning a passive income business and being free to travel or do whatever you want, will you be able to sleep if you let this opportunity pass you by? So I think the choice is pretty clear. I think join us now, go ahead and sign up to get your hands on this wonderful opportunity. The link to enroll is below this video. We would love you to have that lifestyle or any lifestyle that you personally want, and we know that you can get it because we have, and so have our students. Just check out what some of our students have to say.
Hello, my name is Susie and I'm 22 years old. I've currently got my Amazon business live and online for about 3 or 4 months now, and I'm just shooting this quick testimonial video for Josh for anybody who's thinking about working with him. I met Josh through a mutual friend right at the time I decided I wanted to start my Amazon business, and the timing was perfect because from the very first call I was absolutely blown away by his work ethic. Just because he didn't, ram a whole bunch of knowledge and how great he was down my throat, but instead he really took the time to get to know me. And that's really been evident in our whole working relationship together. He's taken the time to get to know me and contribute his knowledge in a way that works for me and that's comfortable for me to understand. And he's really held my hand through a process, and that I am now able to duplicate this process over and over again independently without needing to keep going back for more information or keeping me stuck on that kind of loop of needing more and more information. So he's been a massive contribution in that sense. Another reason I would recommend Josh is because he's been there and he's done that himself, and he's made a massive success of himself through Amazon already. So you'll be learning from somebody who's walked the walk and talked the talk, who's made all the mistakes already and failed forward so that he can teach you which mistakes to avoid and how to cut corners and things that are going to take too much time. And for that reason, he's been really, really great.
Shimmy was tremendous, gave me a lot of ideas and suggestions, taught me through some practical points, and also got me to a point where I was ready to start. And from that point on, I engaged Shimmy to give me some training, specifically on areas of getting off the business off the ground, up and running on the Amazon account, stuff which would take a long time to learn. So it was a bit of a shortcut, but also the things which I probably would never have learned or would have taken me years to learn. So he taught me everything, the hacks, the angles, the actual how to do things, from sort of Seller Central onwards. The things which now I think of as normal, he really taught me how to go about using them. Today we have 14 products on Amazon, selling very well, and I still stay in touch with Shimmy. He contacts me regularly, asks me how things are going, suggestions, ideas, and likewise I send him stuff. And I feel like I've really got more than just a trainer. I feel like he's kind of like a sponsor on Amazon. Highly recommend these guys, Shimmy, Josh, tremendous people, really good coaches, really patient and really knowledgeable. So if you're thinking about using them, do it.
I'm an enterprise lecturer at a youth business incubation centre. Josh came down with his Azon University Pack to teach Amazon FBA to the young people. Brilliant course, young people loved it. They've gone out there, they've started up their Amazon shop, and they're starting to flourish. Josh was very clear, he had great materials, good rapport with the students, and yeah, we just wait and see. He's given lots of support as well. His university course is straightforward. The students are finding it easy to understand, and I think they'll be doing great things. Thanks to Josh.
So you can see what our students are saying, and also there's absolutely no risk. We have a full 30-day money-back guarantee, which means that you can sit on this investment and do nothing for 29 days, then send us an email on the 29th day and get all your money back with no questions asked. We don't really want your money. We want you to succeed. So if you're not happy and you didn't get what you want out of this training, then we will happily refund you everything. When you join today, you'll get immediate access to Azon U2, so you can get started right away. So you won't have to be searching around YouTube anymore trying to figure this out for yourself. It's all laid out step by step so you can easily follow it. Talking about following it, we're slowly adding checklists to every single part of this course, and that will be an integral part of the training. So you will have a checkbox, literally step-by-step to-do list for everything you need to do to build a massive, successful Amazon business. So if you already want to build this business, this will massively shorten the learning curve, potentially save you thousands in lost sales and bad mistakes, and give you the exact formula that you can use to build a 10K per month business. We show you also how to scale this business so it works without you, works with you traveling or doing nothing. It works in the background. Now, there are problems with everything we have done today. I want to talk to you about these problems in the last couple of minutes of this video to those who are saying maybe I want to join, maybe it sounds good, maybe there's something there, Maybe there's a way to build a passive income online. Maybe there's a way to create that lifestyle where you could quit your job and travel the world and spend time with your family. Maybe you could grow a business to 5 or 6 figures per month and change you and your family's lives. Maybe. And if you said maybe, you have to be concerned with the problems I'm going to talk about right now. Bridging the gap between new information and implementation. That is a huge gap. Some of you on this video think you've got it, right? But psychologists tell us that you actually don't. 48 hours from now, you'll probably have forgotten everything I talked about and half of what you thought about as a result of what I talked about. And in 16 days time from now, you won't even remember having been on this video at all, let alone what we discussed today. Like your mum said, in one ear and out the other. Some of you took notes, but I'm a note taker too, so let's be straight. Somewhere you have a place. Under the bed, in a desk drawer, in the boot of your car, somewhere you've got a place. That's the place where all the notes you took went, and that's where the notes from this video are gonna go. So who are you kidding, right? You're not bridging the gap between new information and taking action. You need more than that. You need more than just these free training videos. You need A's on You. When you sign up today, you'll get 8 content-rich modules taking you step by step through the entire business. You get one-to-one email coaching support, so you're never alone while building this business. When you sign up today, you'll get templates and checklists, so following this process is as easy as possible, and you'll get access to A's on You 2 live classes and private masterminds, and so much more. So if you're ready to begin, click the enroll button below to join A's on You, and we'll see you inside.